Hi, welcome to automationtesting.in. In this video, we will see API testing process. Okay, so what you need to consider when you're testing API, what is the process? Okay, so we'll see all these things. What are the points we need to consider while you're testing the API? So let's get started. So API testing process. API testing process. So we need to consider some of the points here. So the first point is API testing requirements. So what are the API testing requirements? The second one is API testing environment. Okay, API testing environment. And the third point is trial API call. Okay, trial API call. And after that, test data preparation. Okay, test data preparation. And the fifth point is prepare and execute test cases. Okay, so these are all the points which we need to consider in the API testing. We'll see one by one. API testing requirements. Okay, so API testing requirements. So while testing API, so you should know the requirements of your API, right? Blindly you cannot start. If somebody gives the API, how you can test? You should know the requirement, right? So should know what is the exact requirement for testing and what are the testing boundaries. Okay, so you should know what is the exact requirement for the testing. See, don't test anything without knowing the requirement. I have given ABC API. What is the purpose of that ABC API? So first you should know that. Then only start testing that. And then should know what is the purpose of the API and its target consumers who consuming the API. Okay, so you should know the purpose of the API and its target consumers. If you know the consumer, you can think in such a way that what might be his expectation from that API. So you can test thoroughly if you know that purpose of that API and who consumes that API. Okay, and you should know workflow of the application or requirement. Okay, you should know the workflow of the application. So from where to where it is going. If I execute this API, what will happen? It will target another API or it will directly give the information how it goes, right? You should know everything. So when you are clear all these things, you can test thoroughly. Should know full features and functions of that API to test thoroughly. Okay, should know full features and functions of the API to test thoroughly. right? If there is an API, you should know what is the feature and functions inside that API. Then only you can test thoroughly. Okay, so you should know the API testing requirements. So what I said, when the workflow I'm saying, it is hitting another API, whatever it is, right? Or directly giving. So you should know integration with other APIs, right? How you'll come to know that whether it is integrated with other APIs, when you're getting the response, you should know, right, how it is, if it is hitting another API, that API is interacting with that resource, and that API is getting the output, and that is passing to this API, right? So you should know, then only you can test thoroughly, and should know priorities of the testing. Okay, what is the priority first? Right. First, you need to consider the priority. Then only the remaining things you can test. Should know what is the desired output. Testing. Okay. So you are expecting something from this API, but you should get the same thing, right? So for that, when you're testing only, so you should know what you are getting, what you should get. Then only what you say, should know definition of pass or fail. On what basis you are saying that API is test passed? On what basis the API is failed? That you should know. Should know the definition of pass or fail. When you get this information, yes, pass. When you get this information, no, this is not correct, this is fail. That you should know before testing only. Then only you can test properly. Okay. So the second point, API testing environment. So after the functional scope, you know what to test, right? You know what to test now. So after the functional scope means you know the scope of that API, and you should know you know all these things. The next step is setting up an API test environment. Okay, so it requires some configurations of the servers, databases, and the every resource that the API interacts with depending upon the project requirement. Okay, so as part of API environment, it requires the configuration of the servers. Okay, sometimes configuration of servers and configuration of databases. Okay, and integration with other APIs. Okay, integration with other APIs. So the API environment, you should know, like if you need some servers, if you need some databases, and the resource the API interacts with depending on the project requirements. Not with integrate with other APIs. So something like that. These are the, what are the servers we need, what are the databases we need. So we should prepare everything to test. If the server is not available, how you'll get that, how you'll interact with the server, and how you get the information. If you don't know the database, where the data will be stored, and from where you'll retrieve. So for that purpose, you should prepare the testing environment. Okay, be ready with everything to test. So trial API call. So everything is ready. You know the requirement. You have the environment now. So before starting the actual API testing, perform a sanity test. Okay. What it means by make a test API call just to check the API is functioning or not. Whether you are getting wrong output or correct output, that is different, but at least the API is working or not. Right. So you just perform some sanity test. Okay. So you just test If nothing is there, why to start? We can straight away say that something is not working, so we cannot test. This is a showstopper for us. It's a blocker. We cannot go further to test, right? So then test data preparation. This is one of the important points you can say while testing, right? Use realistic data, whatever we said that in the previous video. So when you're talking about the API testing best practices, so you should use realistic data while testing, while preparing the test data. Try to get that realistic data and use the same thing in this testing. Okay, plan all possible input combinations to verify the result to determine whether the API performs as expected. Here we can say that try to use realistic data and plan all possible input combinations. Okay, plan all possible input combinations. If you want to test, you'll have some different kind of combinations, right? So plan before testing only, instead of on the fly. So while in the requirement phase, or while you writing the test cases, when you understand the requirement properly, if you know the environment properly, so what to test, what is the server, what is the database, then you can prepare the test data effectively. Okay, then if your test data is effective enough, then if you just execute these test cases, then you are done testing your API properly. Okay, and the last point, what is the last point? Prepare and execute the test cases. So now you know the requirement. Okay, you created an environment, so you know that the trial API means the API is working fine, and you already done with test data preparation. Everything is ready. Now your task is to execute. Once everything is done, now it's time to write and execute. Means till now you just prepared the test data. Now by using the test data, you write your test case. Prepare means now by using all these things, you write the test cases. Okay, once everything is done, it's time to here write the test cases and execute the test cases. Okay, and then executing means not simply executing, right? When you execute, the compare actual results with the expected results, means what is the output when you execute. Okay, so this is how, and a good practice is to group them by test category, right? So if some tests comes under specific category, then group them as a separate category. Then tomorrow if you revisit where to go, means what is the see what where this test comes under which category, then you can easily segregate those. Okay, you prepare and execute test cases and compare your expected results, your actual results with the expected results. Okay, so these are all the 5 points, like API testing process. You should know the API testing requirements, and the API testing environment should be ready. You should have some sanity testing that API is working fine or not. You need to prepare the test data, and after knowing all these things, now you need to write the test case and you need to execute and check the results. So these are all the comes under testing, API testing process. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for further interesting updates.